What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Well, let's get right into it, man. So it's looking like the boy Buck GME just got picked up on some serious charges. Now they're saying that he's responsible for a body as well as an attempt. Now the situation happened at Shepherd on Morningside Avenue at around 3 a.m. right? So if you're asking me, I feel like the victims and them were probably just chilling after a function. Allegedly, Buck came through, seen the chain and went for it, and yeah, I'm saying they went left. But listen to me, man, it's 2022. If N-words are out here robbing chains, they're super hungry, and you better give it up because everybody has a chain, you feel me? But anyways, man, I'm not surprised. But what's surprising to me is that Bugs was just on Instagram. Well, I shouldn't be surprised, but Bugs was on Instagram saying he just got another 200K, right? You tell me he got another 200K and his right-hand man is out here robbing chains? Isn't that crazy? You tell me you couldn't give him a 10 something, let him go get a start? That's crazy to me, man. But I'm gonna play this video for you guys. Y'all can let me know what you guys think about the situation, man. Is it over for Buck GME, or is Bugs gonna put up some lawyer fees, man? Let me know your thoughts, man.
On May the 7th, Saturday, May the 7th at approximately 3 o'clock in the morning, the Toronto Police Service received a radio call for a shooting at the area of Morningside and Shepherd at 1154 Morningside Avenue in the rear parking lot. When officers arrived on scene, they located a male suffering from a gunshot wound, and they immediately began to provide life-saving measures. Emergency services arrived on scene, paramedics and fire, and continued to tend to that male. And as they were tending to that male, another male walked up to them and advised that he too had been shot. Both of those males were transported to hospital. And shortly after arriving at hospital, tragically, the first male who was shot and has been identified as Mr. Peter Kahn, 36 years old, of Ajax, was pronounced deceased. Thankfully, the second male who was shot was released from hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. As our investigation unfolded, we determined that a lone suspect attended the rear of 1154 Morningside Avenue at about 2:58 in the morning. About a minute to a minute and a half later, that individual walked up to Mr. Kahn, who was wearing a chain around his neck. That suspect ripped the chain from Mr. Kahn's neck at gunpoint and shot Mr. Kahn. The suspect then casually walked away, and about 100 meters away in the parking lot, found another victim who had a chain around his neck and ripped the chain from that individual's neck at gunpoint as well. The suspect got into the suspect vehicle, which was a white Nissan Altima, and drove away from the area. Once the suspect drove away, we determined through our investigation that there had been earlier that night a robbery in the area of Kennedy and Ellesmere in 41 Division. We determined that through talking to the 41 Division Major Crime Unit. When we compared the images of the suspect vehicle as well as the suspect from our homicide to the images and suspect vehicle from the robbery in 41 Division at Kennedy and Ellesmere, that happened at 1:15 earlier that morning, we believed that the suspect and that suspect vehicle were one and the same for the two investigations. As a result, having significant concern for public safety that these three chain rip robberies happened within 90 minutes, we got the images of the suspect out as well as the images of the suspect vehicle to the media. We also disseminated those images internally to all of our officers. On Sunday, May the 8th, at approximately 4 o'clock p.m., the 41 Division Community Response Unit was out in the area, just providing an additional presence, and a very keen-eyed officer from 41 Division's crew located our suspect vehicle, parked in the parking lot at Kennedy and Ellesmere, just down the way from where the first robbery occurred. We moved very quickly to seize the suspect vehicle, and while we were on scene doing that, the suspect returned to the vehicle, attempted to get into the vehicle, and our officers prevented him from doing so. He ran away, and as a result, after a 15-minute foot pursuit with the 41 Division Major Crime, the 41 Division Community Response Unit, and officers from the Homicide and Missing Persons Unit, the individual was taken into custody at Kennedy and Ellesmere.